But let's start off with a bit of an international update, international watch. Let's start off with South Korea playing Lebanon. South Korea won 1-0, and obviously Heung-min Son didn't play because of that injury news that we did bring to you yesterday. Lithuania under-21s lost to Spain under-21s with Brian Hill captaining the side and grabbing an assist, even though he didn't get to complete. He didn't get to complete 90 minutes. He went off with around 10 minutes, 15 minutes to go. But apparently he did play very well and grabbing an assist very early on. England under-21s winning 2-0 against Kosovo. Ollie Skip going off injured after 83 minutes, holding his groin as walking off the pitch. Netherlands winning 6-1 against Turkey. Steven Bergwijn going off injured after 61 minutes. It's literally non-stop with these injuries. Ireland drawing 1-1 with Serbia. Matt Doherty playing 90 minutes. Did not go off injured.
Great. The only player we could have done with an injury, probably.
Troy Parrott was an unused sub in that game. Hojbjerg played 83 minutes, didn't go off injured, just was rested towards the end, winning 5-0 against Israel in a match, in an actually really big game there in that group. France winning 2-0 against Finland, back to winning ways. Captain Hugo Lloris playing 90 minutes. And tonight you've got the last of the internationals. It's Ben Davies and Joe Rodon going up against Maxim Pastoksy in Estonia against Wales in Wales. Golini, who I obviously don't expect to play, well, maybe against Lithuania, but probably not. But they're playing, like I said, Lithuania at home in the World Cup qualifier. And last but not least, England are away to Poland, which is probably England's biggest game in the group. I think if they do win tonight, they're pretty much qualified.
Yeah, they're going to qualify, and even if they don't win tonight,
they've won 100% of their games.
Yeah, they're going to qualify. But it's the battle of the number 9s, isn't it? Lewandowski versus Kane. That's the story of the day. Yeah. And I think Lewandowski is kind of what Kane wants to be in terms of his in terms of still at 33 on top of his game, scoring 40, 50 goals, and that's what Kane should aspire to do.
Yeah, definitely. But I still think, like, when you compare the two players, I think obviously Lewandowski's a better goal scorer and a better finisher potentially. But I think Kane has a lot more to his game than Lewandowski. Yeah,
but to be scoring 40, 50 goals, at 33, 34, might even be now, Lewandowski. Like, that's seriously impressive. That's, he's, 6 years older than Kane. Yeah. That's mad, and he's still banging them in. And that's what Kane has to aim for. And I think he's definitely got the capabilities. The player he is, the skills he relies on, he can definitely do that.
Yeah, and I think that, when he was talking in that interview with Gary Neville saying, he's got a whole career left in him, he's looking at players like Lewandowski, like you said, to emulate them. And if he can kind of keep up that goal-scoring record that Lewandowski's had for all that career, he'll smash the Premier League record. He'll absolutely smash it.
And he's now 40 goals on for England in I think it's 63 caps, which is 20 less caps than Michael Owen got 40 goals in.
Mad.
Which everyone thinks of Michael Owen as one of England's best ever strikers, and Kane's completely blown him out of the water. And he's only 13 goals away from Wayne Rooney being England's highest ever goal scorer. So there's no doubt in my mind he will easily beat that record.
I mean, what record will he not beat? He's going to beat the international record. He's probably going to beat the Premier League record.
94 goals away from that.
I think he probably needs one more season at Tottenham further than this to beat Jimmy Greaves' record.
I think he probably needs more than that.
Do you reckon? He's like 40 goals behind.
Is he 40?
Is it 40? I thought it... No.
Oh, wait.
I think it might be 40 goals behind.
Has he hit 200 for Tottenham? Yeah, he has hit 200. Greaves is 266, right?
Yeah.
Well, how many has he got for Tottenham, Harry Kane, in total? Let me see. I remember he scored his 200th. He did, didn't he? He is 223. Yeah, so he's not far away.
That's what I'm saying.
You're probably right. He could even do it this. Well, no, he won't do it this year.
It's a stretch to do it this year, but I think he probably needs next season to break Jimmy Greaves' record.
He could get close this year.
Yeah,
he could get close. Yeah, so Tottenham. Yeah.
So he's up for all the accolades. So maybe if he stays at Tottenham for one more year, gets Jimmy Greaves' record, then he leaves Daniel Levy and Tottenham in a really difficult position with 1 year left and him not signing that deal. So do you reckon he does that?
Maybe. I don't know. It's difficult.
Because when you're so close to that record, it'll be hard for him to leave.
It's true. He'll surely want to break that record if he's that close to it. Clearly he wasn't that bothered about it this summer, but I think If he stays another year, if he gets another 30 goals this season. Well, if he gets 30 goals, he's only 10 away. Yeah. He could break it this year if he gets 40. If he has a mad season.
40 in the Premier League?
God, not in the Premier League.
This is all
He surpassed our Premier League record.
Oh, sorry. Jimmy Greaves never played in the Premier League.
Yeah. It's all together. Jimmy Greaves was 266. He's on 223. And in the Conference League, he could really rock up.
You want Kane to play?
Yeah, go on, Kane in the Conference League now. Can play him every game. But yeah, it'll be interesting. But yeah, so he's obviously playing against Poland tonight, and I remember John. I was talking to John in one of our hot spas ages ago, and he was like, he didn't think Kane was going to break Rooney's record when he was like 20 goals away or something. I was like, you mad? Kane is going to smash that record. He's going to obliterate it. It's obvious.
You know how John likes to bring all that stuff up in previous hot spas, how he's beat you in the hot spa, then maybe you can do that to him.
I have to get that back.
You've got some pointers for the hot spa.
Definitely.
Hot spa.
He just remembers every time he was right, that's all.
He doesn't remember any time he's wrong.
Definitely not. Definitely not. He conveniently forgets that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was watching the Holland game last night.
Yeah.
And I was obviously Bergwijn, unfortunately, despite Holland scoring 6, I don't think he scored a goal or got an assist, I believe. But he actually did play. He did play well.
Scored like 4 goals last night, didn't he?
Yeah. Was it 4? Was it 4?
4. Yeah.
Yeah. He was on fire. I don't know if you saw his the first goal he scored.
I didn't see any of the goals,
word, unbelievable. Him and Klassen were linking up unbelievably, and he scored his class goal. Anyway, Bergwijn, though, despite the fact he didn't get a goal or assist, he did play quite well. He was, I know in I believe it was the 4th goal Memphis scored. He did a really good ball to the back post, which was headed across the face goal by Berghuis, and he tapped in. It was a very good cross, and he was very much heavily involved in the attacking play, as much as he didn't get on the score sheet or an assist.
Very similar to his Spurs.
Yeah, that's the thing though. It kind of left you wanting more with Bergwijn. Like, he didn't play badly. It's just like when you got all the other players like scoring goals for fun and getting assists and being involved, and he was a bit on the periphery. It was a bit of a shame for him. Then obviously he's gone off injured after the hour, and Donny Milan came on, I think, got a goal as well.
Did, yeah.
So that probably was a bit annoying for him. So he's probably going to want more from himself. But again, it's frustrating because he didn't play badly, but you just want more from him, don't you?
Last week he got skill of the day, mate.
He got skill of the day. That's the most important thing. That's the most important thing. Yeah, and Hojbjerg, obviously, they dominated Israel hard.
Yeah,
Proper
they did.
5-0.
I mean, it was a massive game for Israel, because if they would have won, they really put themselves in the they're in the conversation, but seriously put themselves in the conversation to make this World Cup in Qatar. So
luckily for them, Austria were playing Scotland on the same day, so they didn't lose too much ground. Really.
No, but Scotland went above them.
Yeah, only by a point. So
but it's Israel-Scotland next game, so
it's a big game.
We'll see what happens there. But look, it looks as though Denmark are home and hosed in that group, though.
Oh, easy. They've won every game. They're really carrying on their form from the Euros, aren't they? They seem buoyed by that. And I tell you who was unbelievable. I don't know if you watch it. It was not Odegaard, sorry. What's his name? Damsgaard. He was brilliant, absolutely brilliant throughout that whole game. They couldn't get near him. Any sort of space they gave him, he was completely unlocking them, and he was a joy to behold yesterday.
What about signing someone like Eran Zahavi as our
I like Zahavi. Remember we were linked with him?
Yeah.
When was it? Was it, I think it was deadline day in that January when we were, I think it was that one?
It was when we were going for it was last season, wasn't it? Last January.
Was it last January? Or someone there, it came out after the window closed that we made a deadline bid for Zahavi.
Yeah. So, I mean, he's smashing out in Holland with PSV. He's smashed out in China. I'm not talking about the Israeli league. But
obviously, he smashed out there. But no, the most impressive thing is how he's doing on international duty.
Yeah.
That's the most impressive thing, because he keeps banging in the goals. Yeah. Every single game, he's banging in the goals.
Look at
the Euros.
This stat.
I think he was last qualifying, for the Euros qualifying, he was top goal scorer in the whole qualifying.
He's second in the whole thing now.
Yeah. So he's it's seriously impressive.
Eran Zahavi, right?
Seriously impressive.
In the look at these stats in Israel, right? In the Israeli league, he scored 29 goals in 19 games.
It's too easy for
29
him.
goals in 19 games.
It was too easy for him. It was too easy for him.
And in China, he absolutely smashed it out. In Holland, he's absolutely doing great as well. So, I mean, as a backup striker, you could do much worse, couldn't you?
Definitely. I would take him. The only thing is he's 34, but he's still
This is a backup. This is like
we could do a lot
this is
worse.
like a Llorente kind of deal.
We could do a lot worse than him, and he's clearly still got pace about him. I don't know if you saw, there was a few moments last night. He was running away from defenders and stuff. But I like, you can see there's so much quality there with Zahavi. So I wouldn't mind him as a backup striker, honestly.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, not much to say. Papa Sarr was on the bench yesterday for Senegal.
Yeah. No, he started.
Says he was on the bench.
No, I'm pretty sure he started.
It says Sarr was on the bench for Senegal as they won 3-1 against Congo. That's on the official website. Maybe they got it wrong.
Senegal. No, he started. Apparently he started on the wing. Oh, no, it was the previous game he started. Sorry, it was the previous game he started.
So this one, he said he was on the bench.
Did he come on?
Doesn't say he came on. Just said he was on the bench.
Apparently, in the previous game, they had 2 Sarrs on each wing. Ismailia Sarr and Papa Sarr on each wing.
You know what? Senegal have got a good team, man.
Yeah.
Seriously good team. Like, really underrated.
Coast,
huh?
I've seen the Ivory Coast team. They're doing really well at the moment.
How is it? What you think is better than the Senegal team? Senegal got Mane, got Ismailia Sarr, Papa Sarr. Who else they got? They got a seriously good team, Senegal.
Yeah, but what about Ivory Coast? Ivory Coast got Sebastian Haller, Kouassi, Seri, Leon Bailly, Aurier. Maybe it's not as good as
no, look, Sadio Mane, Edouard Mendy, Koulibaly.
Well, Edouard Mendy, the Chelsea keeper.
Yeah. Edouard Mendy, Koulibaly from Napoli. Ismaila Sarr, Idrissa Gueye.
That is a serious team.
Mbaye Niang, I thought you remember him. Then obviously Papa Sarr as well. Cheikh Kouyaté from what's his name, from Palace. Keita Balde, remember him?
Maybe they're gonna do like they're gonna come back. Remember them in that World Cup where they set that World Cup alight with
that was in 2002
Diouf and all them.
Yeah. They got a seriously good team. Senegal, seriously good team. They could be a dark horse going into the next World Cup. Interestingly enough.
All right. Well,
but,
that is your international watch.